Hi, thank you so much to Riiid for hosting this workshop. My name is Tess Posner, and I lead an organization called AI for All, which is focused on increasing diversity and inclusion in artificial intelligence. We're still fairly early on in the era of COVID-19, but we're already seeing some pretty troubling trends emerging. We're seeing that the impacts of COVID-19 are disproportionately affecting communities of color. We also see research from the Economic Policy Institute shows that online learning and teaching are only effective for students who have consistent access to the internet and computers, and if teachers have the relevant training to support online instruction. Research shows that students also do best when, of course, the education is more personalized to their learning style and needs. Because COVID-19 is exacerbating these existing inequities in the system, access to education and employment will continue to be a challenge for everyone, and particularly for communities of color. So with this in mind, it's really important that as we're thinking about AI tools, especially AI tools that are used in an educational context, that we really think about equity as front and center in how we're developing and deploying these. If we prioritize these from the beginning, we'll see harms reduced and also better outcomes in the end. So we believe at AI for All that in order to do this, you really have to make sure that you're prioritizing inclusion and diversity at all levels of AI research, development, testing, regulation, and deployment. This happens, from the very beginning as you're building research teams and as you're even thinking about the idea of what you might build. There's also the importance of including ethics and thinking about how equity plays a role at the beginning in how AI is taught and in teams and how this is discussed. Because it can't really be an afterthought. You have to think about the implications of what you're building and how it's affecting specific populations, as well as thinking about societal impacts in general and unintended consequences that may arise from the tool that you're building. Even with the best intentions, there can be very subtle ways that it can be harmful. So this mission is very much why we started AI for All, and I want to share a few of our learnings with you about our work. We're really trying to train and nurture the next generation of diverse leaders in AI to really help address this challenge of the diversity crisis in AI. So far, we have impacted over 12,300 students all around the world through education and outreach activities. And we've helped students in all 50 states. We specifically try to reach out to those that are historically excluded from fields like AI and other computer science disciplines. And we can infuse ethics into everything that we do from the beginning. So students are really learning to think critically about these issues, as well as really helping unlock their creative potential. Because we really believe that including diversity and inclusion and ensuring that all backgrounds are participating in the development of this technology is actually going to lead to more creative and innovative solutions, because there's all this untapped potential out there that we're not even leveraging right now. We've seen already amazing results from using this approach. Over 89% of our students who go through this program are interested in going into the AI field and continue on. And we've seen them do amazing things already, even in high school and in college, applying AI to solve problems that they care about most. We've seen things around addressing water quality issues, AI in the criminal justice system, tracking and monitoring the spread of wildfires, increasing the effectiveness of disease diagnosis, and many, many more examples of that. So I think we're already seeing the evidence that the more we focus on diversity and inclusion, the better the results are going to be for the technology and also in mitigating harms. So as you all go forward, if you're interested in learning more about AI for All programs, or you know a young person who might be interested, please contact us. And if you're building and researching AI systems, or you're just starting on this journey yourself, how do you think about prioritizing equity, diversity, inclusion from the beginning? Not just to mitigate the potential risks, but also to maximize the potential benefit and effectiveness of whatever solution you're working on. So thank you so much for having me, and take care. Enjoy the rest of the session.